Evening, everyone. How we're all doing this evening? So today we're going live with Alex Fjorn Porter. So Alex, if you go on the YouTube and click on the link, you should have that then. Just give us a few minutes, guys. Hi, Darren. So just give it a few minutes, guys. Oh, 1 minute. One minute, guys. I'm sorry about this. It's in the description, Alex. Sorry about this, guys. You still in, Darren? Let's just wait for Alex to join. Sorry about this, guys. So how is everyone this evening? Everyone okay this evening? Yeah, that's good, Darren. How is everyone this evening? Hopefully Alex will join in a few minutes. I think that's Alex now. Have you worked it out, Alex? You just need to put your webcam on. Let me know when you have. You just need to put your webcam on, Alex. Sorry, guys. I just think we're having a bit of technical difficulties a minute. I'm just guessing they have got the webcam on that. Hello, folks. Click on the link down below. Can you see the link in the description? Can you see the link in the description, Alex? There we go.
Yeah, I'm all good now.
Good evening. Yeah, sorry, Instagram's playing up again, so I thought I'd learn you a new platform and that. I've only just started charging it because I've left it in the drawer. It's brand new and I've not even charged it since.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
So, everyone, this is Alex. You know me, I'm Barron, better known as Ben and Darren. Today, as you probably can see by the description, I know I sound so gay on this, but I do not care. We are talking about neurodiversity and Alex being part of the neurodiverse community, such as myself. So welcome back again, and nice to see you.
Thank you. And it's nice to see you too. I specifically will say that I'm under, yes, neurodiversity, but I specifically diagnosed with ADHD and autism. And it's probably been like, I don't know, just over a year now I've had my diagnosis. So it's new for me, but I found that it's more common now that I know, like, I'm in the community, and it's so much more common than I actually thought it was going to be.
So I'm just doing a bit of editing, so I am just...
Yeah.
What does 6 look? Oh, I don't want 6 people. Oh, I'll leave it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. Yeah, I want to discard changes. Yeah, carry on. Yeah, carry on. Sorry, pissing about.
Yeah. I guess you wanted to just talk about the same thing we did last time, really.
Yeah, mostly, yeah. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, so-
Darren's still waiting for his assessment, if you've seen that comment.
What's that, sorry?
Darren's currently waiting for his assessment, if you can see that comment on your end.
Yeah, I've got that up now. Yeah, so is that an assessment for through your GP, or for ADHD or autism or something else specifically? I believe I went through my GP, and it didn't actually take that long for, I guess, like an appointment with Psychiatry UK.
Yeah.
To be fair, I got mine really quickly. I know that people wait years and years for their diagnosis. It took me about 6 months, honestly. The best experience I had. It feels good when you've actually been diagnosed, and then you know how to address conversation, address yourself, what will help you, and yeah, oh, exactly, yeah. You've been on the waiting list since 2020. That's crazy. When did I go? I think I went at the end of 2022, coming into 2023, and then I got my diagnosis a year ago. So yeah, that's insane. I find that the GP tests are really stereotypical, really old-fashioned, and I think you really have to be blunt with it, be very obvious. I feel like I'll give you an example, like the ADHD one.
Yeah.
Typically questions will be, do you get easily distracted? Are you the first to talk over everything and everyone? Do you fidget? There are so many more symptoms that you could have with ADHD. And the example for autism would be the GP referral will be, what do you prefer? Do you prefer museums? Do you prefer theatres? And that question makes no sense, but I'm assuming they would think that if you preferred museums, you might be more autistic. So it's just a really strange one. They have really strange questions. But yeah, I scored way above average them on both of them. So I hope that you get your referral. Do you know who you've been referred to? Mine was Psychiatry UK, and I got an online video call diagnosis after, I don't know, so many forms I had to fill out. I had to give my forms to friends and family to talk about me and their opinions as well. It's such a long process.
It is. So I'm just
Have you been diagnosed with anything?
Me? I've got a typical autism, but only on old papers, if you know what I mean.
Elaborate.
So, on the old papers, I would have been known as a typical autistic, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well then there are now different levels of autism.
They never really gave a level, they just said a typical autism, mostly.
When were you diagnosed?
I think last year sometime they said it, or the year before.
Yeah, when I was speaking to my doctor, they said that there are now Asperger's syndrome is not something that they call it anymore. It's now just autism, but the autism is now categorized in levels of like level 1, level 2, level 3. I come under level 1, being you're able to find coping mechanisms and function enough, to kind of fend for yourself and to, typically mask in a lot of situations, when it comes to emotional ones, social situations. Yeah, you find coping mechanisms, but you still have, functioning autistic brain. The way you see the world, the way you process information.
I'm a ADHD also, of bit of dyspraxia. A toe walker.
Toe walker?
Yeah, I walk on my toes.
Okay, yeah. I have cricket feet, so I rub them together. It's like a stimming thing.
And I definitely think, that's a sign of autism, so they say. With walking on your toes, they say that.
Level 2 is more like you're more susceptible to things like anxiety, depression, other disorders, and you are not able to cope or function without a really supportive, secure environment or people. For example, if you had a really supportive family and they were there to help you, cook or just, be there in the background, then, you could cope, you can function, you can get by. But without that, you would, be very dysfunctional and kind of down spiral into anxiety and depression, etc. And it's not so easy. And level 3 is more likely to be physically disabled with autism.
Yeah.
Or I guess it's just like the highest level of the brain chemistry like being changed. Like, for example, I know a physically 26-year-old person who has the autistic mindset of a 4-year-old. So that class is level 3, disabled, not able to fend for themselves at all. Yeah, so that's how the doctors described it to me. Like level 1, level 2, level 3 is the new way of grading it.
Well, that's better. That's better. I like that.
Yeah, colourful.
It's known as fruit salad.
The
background aren't visible in solo background. You can grab solo later.
I guess that's setting.
We'll have a bit of feeding the ducks in the background if you can still hear me. Tell you that's a typical autistic. Tell you.
That's the mood, isn't it?
Oh no, that's too distracted now. Or should we have
my ADHD is going everywhere else now.
No, that's too distracted now. I can't do that. No, I'm not listening to that shit. How do you get rid of it? Oh, go away, you killer. Yeah, remove. Oh, you can remove it. Okay, I'm keeping the background on without it. Carry on what you're saying. Yeah.
ADHD and autism.
What we're talking about? What we're talking about again? Yes.
Yeah, ADHD and autism. Distractions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I done that so people knew we can get distracted.
Yeah, so it's all new for me, neurodivergencies. I very quickly learned actually that when I was diagnosed, people then seek elsewhere for communities to kind of relate to with people. But I actually found that it was closer to home than I realized. Now that I had gone through the diagnosis and everything, I was thinking, oh, actually, those are things that my mum has traits of. Oh, that's the things that my close friends have as well. So no wonder that I had the friends that I had and the family that I do, because they're all, under the spectrum with me. You attract the same kind of people.
Yeah. So I'm addicted to looking at all the brands now, so I'm just seeing everything. I'm just addicted to looking at everything, because you can upgrade your account, but I just use a free version.
That's great.
Hang on. Hang on a minute. I think I still got them questions. No, I don't. I got rid of it. I was seeing if I had the same questions with someone I was going to do a collaboration with once before, speaking to their daughter. But I can remember a bit. What support resources would you say they need more of in the autism setting, the dyspraxia, the dyslexia, so on? What do you think they need more resources of?
So number one thing that comes to mind is in education in schools. I feel like, yes, the school systems that I've known, they're trying to catch it. That's not the right word. They're trying to create an environment, create a club that are for neurodivergent people. For example, they called it Acorns Group. Just those who have learning difficulties or, i.e. neurodivergent. But the thing is that they were just everyday teachers. They weren't actually educated or trained to take care of neurodivergent kids. They were just, I think they were just there to be extra support TAs, but like I said, they didn't know how to deal with kids.
I've lost my mouse.
It was neglected a bit, which actually caused some kids to drop out of school completely, because being left with those teachers, and that's meant to be a specially designed club for those kids in need, and that's your last hope, So a lot of neurodivergent kids I find are actually homeschooled because they cannot cope with routine, system, schooling in general. Academics is built for just like one whole level, one whole group, rather than teaching individuals at their own pace, right? I mean, that's already a problem for everybody. But specifically, neurodivergent people in schooling, I feel like there needs to be a specialist group of teachers who know and who have learned about neurodivergency.
Do you know by pissing about? It's completely frozen.
What, for you?
Yeah, on my end, yeah. Oh, hang on.
You haven't frozen on my side.
No, it's working again now. I've got it working. It's working again now, but it literally frozen. Literally. Carry on, yeah. I don't know how to put my hand up either.
Yeah, so that's the first thing that comes to mind is the lack of education when it comes to neurodivergency in general. I mean, I know the only thing really in schools is that they said, oh, we have counseling, but that's as far as they'll go outside of supporting you.
But what's counseling going to do for a neurodiverse person with ADHD, a typical autism?
But that's the thing, like, I was never addressed in school whatsoever about potentially being neurodivergent. I masked so much that I was typical, or I blended in. That's just a coping mechanism that I found, but I was still showing signs of autism, you know, speaking to my doctors, being or wanting to be alone, wanting to do my own thing all the time, not wanting to socialize. I'd rather have conversations with the adults. I didn't want to work with people my own age. Wanting to, yeah, I guess like just go on my own current, like rather than following everybody else. I was just.
So what you mean?
Yeah.
You don't want to be
It
part
wasn't
of
so typical, but
crowd.
then
You
no
don't
one
want to be
picked up
part of
on
their
it.
crowd, if you know what I mean. Is that what you're referring to? So you don't want to be part of their crowd?
Yeah, I just didn't feel comfortable in any situations. Like I couldn't pick a group of friends because I didn't want to be a part of a group. I wanted to be alone. As much as the teachers would encourage that. But yeah, they never thought, oh, maybe they're autistic, or you know, they didn't have the educational knowledge, so to say, like to pick up on these things. So that's what I'm
This is
saying.
not. Oh, sorry. This is
First
not
thing that comes to
involving.
mind.
Oh, sorry. I'm letting you speak. I'm interrupting. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Is there needs to be more education and knowledge for the teachers in schools to help point out and support neurodivergent people from childhood.
I know this is going off task, and we did this whatever day it was, talking about your story and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Did anyone know you were when you were in school?
What were
part of the community, or did you no one know?
What being neurodivergent?
Yeah, neurodivergent and part of the LGBTQIA community, or did you keep that stunned, if you know what I mean, and kept that to yourself back when you were in school?
I mean, being neurodivergent never occurred to anyone in my circle. No one in my family. I didn't even know. I guess like I didn't have much education on it either.
No.
You know, I think ADHD was the most common thing that came up,
Yeah.
but they would only describe ADHD as like, oh, you got a temper, or are you easily distracted? That's about it, really. Never applied it to myself. So no, it was never pointed out until the last couple of years. It's only popped up more so from partners that have lived with me and saw typically how I live and how I function. My behaviors are not so typical.
No.
But when it comes to like sexuality and gender and stuff like that, my behavior in school was, I mean, you can't really pick up on it in like junior school and stuff like that.
No.
I never, like I said, I never hung out with either groups, let alone dividing it into genders. You know, school playground back then, you have boys doing football, girls doing whatever the fuck they were doing. And I didn't want to be a part of either one. I think generally that was just because of the intimidation of socializing. But again, I didn't quite like how feminine the girls were and how masculine the guys were. I just didn't want to be a part of either.
No.
I guess that's as much as the thought went when it came to being, 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
From that age, I knew sexuality-wise that I was interested in girls. I didn't like. I would think, oh, that boy's cute for me, but I would never like think about them the same way, and it was just always like a natural thing for me.
Yeah.
And I remember one day I came home from school after a bully would thought it would be funny to call everyone a lesbian, right?
Oh, okay.
I confronted the bully and I'm like, well, what does that mean? And she was like, oh, well, you're a girl who likes girls. And I thought, oh, well, that's me. I'm being gullible, I'm being literal, I'm autistic. Like, well, I'm a girl who likes girls at the time. And so I came home and I'm like, Mum, I'm a lesbian. And she was like, you're 8 years old. How do you know what that means?
Oh, my friend told me, Mum. My friend told me.
Well, it was a bully. So I
It
told her
wasn't
that.
really a friend, really.
No, it wasn't a friend. It was a bully, and I told him that, and she was like, "Well, you know, you're obviously young. You don't exactly know what that means." She was trying to. I would say she was a bit dismissive of it. She wasn't so open-minded, maybe then for my 7-year-old self to actually understand, I guess, the love part of sexuality and stuff.
Did you
But
feel like you were?
well, yeah, like little did she know that I genuinely did like girls. But it's a communication thing. You don't know how to actually talk about it at that
Yeah.
age, and you haven't even gone through puberty. You don't actually. Nothing is sexualized. It is just fancying, or kiss chase or whatever. When you're that young, you have crushes on Zac Efron from High School Musical. I had
Mm.
crushes on Gabriella. It's like that's how cute it was, right?
Yeah.
Um, it was always there for me, but no, schools didn't pick that up. Family wise, never really there. My family specifically were very open, so
Mm.
it was never like something I felt nervous to come out and say.
Mm.
Um, it was very normalized to be like, you love who you love, as long as you're happy, as long as you're healthy, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So when it came to, I guess, like me being, I don't know, 13 years old, I then fully had like a crush and a relationship with
Yeah.
a girl online. And it went on for maybe 3 years. And then I then said to my mum, hey, no, I actually like this girl. Like, I have a crush on them. And my mum was a bit like more accepting and just wanting to understand like where I was at with that, trying to discuss my sexuality.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, that's where I'm at. I thought at first I'd say pansexual
Mm.
because not actually having a one-to-one relationship with somebody,
Mm.
you're in love with their minds. And then yeah, that went into just being gay, I guess, from there.
Oh, I love that. Just being gay. Oh, well,
Just
just
being
being gay.
gay.
Yeah. I love
Yeah. So then, like the rest of senior school, I was just gay, and but it was never really something that I like kind of really came out with. It was more, I don't know. I felt like in school, I couldn't express myself as much. I didn't have room for expression. Compared to like when I left and went to college, then
it.
everything changed.
This is going off task, but what is it like now being in the job you're in?
Job.
Yeah, what is that like?
Um, a lot
Can you
better.
really say anything? Because I don't know really. Sometimes some of it you have to keep a bit PNC, if you know what I mean. Because
Well, career-wise, this job was a lot better because I joined it already with my name changed, and I already was
that's good
trans.
then.
Compared to my last job,
Where you had your dead name.
I had my dead name. I was the biggest lesbian there, right? And everyone would make fun of the fact that I was a part of the guys, but I was like, as masculine as a woman as you can get,
Yeah,
right?
me.
And that was just something I always thought was normal, right? I thought it was normal to just be as masculine and lesbian as I could,
Yeah.
really, but never crossed the line of saying, yep, actually I'm trans, because I don't think in my last work that they
Would have been very understanding.
yeah, well, understanding, yeah, but they would have been way too inquisitive and it would have been very exhausting.
Asking so many questions like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
Especially when you don't know yourself yet. Like, you don't know how to answer the questions because you're still figuring out your own gender, your own sexuality along the way. And when people ask you questions, you want to have the answer for them.
Yeah. And you can't expect to have an answer straight away because you feel like you're put on the spot.
Yeah, yeah, and I feel like, you know, unfortunately, a lot of the time, if you don't know, then people don't believe you, right?
But in my opinion, I think you should just tell them when you're ready. They don't need to say, "Oh yeah, what are you? Are you what are you? Are you this? Oh, you a frog? Are you? Oh no, no, I'm not a frog. Oh, I'm a giraffe this day. Yeah, it's like give
Yeah.
people time. Like let
Well,
them
that's
tell
it.
you
At the
when
end of the
you're
day,
ready.
it's just respecting. I mean, okay, and then moving on, right?
Respect
Like
people's
it's
boundaries.
your own life. Yeah, it's your own life. Live it how you want to live it.
Yeah, if people don't like it, ignore them. If they want to be
Yeah.
tossers, let
So
them.
this new workplace definitely a lot more accepting
Yeah,
people,
that's
and you know they back me up. There are the odd
ones.
Kevins, shall I say? You know, like that's not what I believe in, and it's like doesn't fucking matter.
Well, you're not the person who's
Like
in that
I'm
situation.
walking proof.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but I you know definitely outweighs all the bad
Yeah.
ones.
What's
So
in that vodka?
no. I'm actually a healthy one.
Bit early for that. I saw the food you made. That looked quite nice.
Oh, what food was that? The risotto.
Yeah, there was Otto with rum. I'm
Yeah.
not. I've never drunk rum. I'm not really into rum. I'm more into. I know this is going off task, but more into Strongbow and that.
I'm a copperbug. I'm a cider queer.
Cider queer. I love that.
or I love my rum. I'm a pirate, really. The first
Well,
thing
I
I'll
had a
look at on the
feeling when I
shelf is
first saw you, you've got that kind of piratey kind
rum.
of look. I'm sure you've not
Yeah.
got any ancestors that are pirates or any family that are pirates from years and years and years ago.
No, just Viking.
Just like, yeah, you have got a
Yeah.
bit of Viking in you. I'd agree with that.
But my whole family is Jamaican.
Oh, are
I'm the only one who's not. My mum's Jamaican, my aunt, my grandma, my granddad, everyone. So yeah, I am
they?
a
With the
fruit salad.
name Fjorn, do you have any family in Norway?
Bjorn is yeah. So well, my dad's side is all Dutch and like uh, German, Norwegian. Also goes on to Viking, and then my mum's side is all Jamaican, but a few individuals where again they were from like Viking descendant as well. It's like because we did like the heritage ancestry.com
Yeah,
thing, right?
yeah.
And that they both led that way. So I'm like, oh, that's actually really cool. I love that. I'm actually kind of, you know, a nerd about it. I'm obsessed with Viking stuff. I love it. So I'm like, yep, that's a part of my name.
Yeah.
Why not?
And
Um,
Porter's just a literal. That's
Porter's
probably.
actually Jamaican.
Oh, is it? I never knew that.
Yeah, it's origin is French, like for like gatekeeper or whatever, but it is a Jamaican, like a common Jamaican family name.
God, never knew that.
Yeah, but then Jamaica, obviously, like when it came to like trading and stuff, people went over from Ireland, people came over from the UK, and
Have you
the
ever
trade
been?
Spain. Yeah. I went when I was younger. I went to see my family. I wish I could go again soon because it's Jamaica, but it's so expensive.
Are they welcoming?
What Jamaica as a country to
Yeah, are they
LGBT?
welcoming for us lot? I know Uganda isn't. I know that for certain.
It's I'm gonna say it's as far as I know, it's illegal for gay men,
To
but
have
they
it.
don't. But they're sexist with it because they're not so strict on lesbians, women and
Huh.
women.
Well, that
Um,
doesn't sound right. That still sounds wrong.
yeah, well, it's all wrong. You know, it's all homophobic, isn't it? And
Yeah.
sexist. But yeah, if you have any homosexual activity,
Mm.
you can legally be put into jail in there for up to 10 years. It's a homosexual government country, whatever. Still, I mean, there are still 75 countries in the world that will do that. That will arrest you for being gay.
Anywhere in Africa, is it?
Or
not LGBT
get
welcome.
stoned in some countries. Like, you're still, penalty of like being abused or death or whatever in some countries. So, but yeah,
it's horrible. Really, it's awful.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
But I blame the president of Uganda because he's a bit to blame. He doesn't like it. I know that for certain. He doesn't like anyone really. But what would he do if his own kid came out gay? Would he end up putting them in jail? He couldn't really say anything if his own children came out as gay.
Oh no, they would probably be so ashamed and disown them, etc.
Yeah.
Or hide it. That's just the way they are.
I feel like that's where he's getting towards that same stage. I feel like Sunak's is not as bad, but Starmer sounds like he's a bit better. But none of them are as good.
Well, Rishi is definitely transphobic. Homophobic.
Is that green juice?
This is aloe vera.
Yeah, I thought it was. I know we're going off task here. This is what I mean with us being neurodiverse. You go off a task.
Yeah. Do you find like textures in foods and drinks is a huge thing for you?
Not really. I drink anything. Like, I don't think I've ever at that stage. Really.
I know a lot of like autistic people who have texture problems.
Yeah.
Even just like touching materials and stuff. My thing is velvet. I can't touch velvet.
Well, I used to do that when I was a lot younger.
Oh, stimming, like eating.
Yeah,
I do that with flannels.
And just to inform you, this is going off task as well. As I said, thank you again for the what's it. Your video's done amazing, but I put another video the other day of some other transgender person, and I hate the world we live in. They're commenting all these things to do with the church. Oh, you're not going to get many views for this. No one's going to watch all this kind of stuff. But on yours, you literally got, I think that was on either yours or someone else's, saying, oh, no one's going to watch this. No one's going to like this. And then they were putting all the, the Bible verses like John 9:16 and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, well, I just deleted them because I thought, if you want to be like that, just be like that, and we moved them. And
funny.
And it's like, people are going to watch this because I swear, if I'm not mistaken, yours is near enough got past 100. If I'm not 100, if I'm certain, but I'm not really that certain. But yours has gone further than
yeah, it's just not worth it, honestly, in this world to use your religion as a way to discriminate against others. Like, you can be religious and still be respectful to people's choices, and you don't need to take the effort in making a comment to ruin someone's day.
No.
You know what I mean?
Not worth it. They're not worth your time. They really aren't.
No, unless you're like completely up for debate about it and discussion and actually have like mature conversations. No point like leaving a message there, is there? So.
Oh, aren't you? You're not sure how to join. Well, that's a bit funny. I've actually got you in here.
You highlighted it, or it's highlighted. Yeah. So I'm not going to be pessimistic about it. I mean, obviously, there are some things you can't help.
No.
Homophobia, transphobia, you're going to get all the bigots. I'm not able to go to this group anymore that I mentioned. I think they're stopping it. But, I was talking about the Encourage group that was supporting parents talking to LGBTQ people. I found that very rewarding, but at the same time, it was so difficult to hear those pessimistic people who, they're saying one thing about, oh, I love and support them, and I'm not homophobic, and then they say something homophobic, right, and transphobic. It's really difficult having conversations with those people.
1 minute, it's just frozen. 1 minute. No. Oh, hello. Do you know this person?
No, not personally.
Neither do I.
Lots of LGBT and ADHD, many stigmatisms against us. Oh yeah, definitely. I found that there's a lot of common.
If you can.
It
might be a bit hard.
autistic logo and etc.
I
Is
know
there an autistic logo?
I don't mean logo. I think. Let me just check. Give us a second.
Is there a symbol for autism and ADHD?
Yeah, the will it let you put pictures in the chat?
No, I don't know.
I'll try. Give us a minute. No.
Yeah, lots like of LGBT.
It's
and
like a tie with squares on them.
I say I know that they use like puzzle pieces as
That's
autistic.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
ADHD, I have no idea. No idea.
Oh, have they? XIA, flirt, IXXX. Thank you for joining, because you're someone new as well that I've never seen before.
Hasn't it? I don't know. Has it? Yes, I can make another thumbnail. That's no problem.
I know I keep going on about it because you're a busy person, but as you said, if you get the time, you will. But
that's cool.
And another one, if you do get the time, could you view my channel and look for ones that haven't got thumbnails? And if you get the time, can you do most of them, please?
I want to start charging you.
If you don't have the time, it's fine.
Yeah, when I get time. When I get my evenings. I should be getting more evenings free from my work because I should be working earlys permanently, so that'll be good for me. It feels like then I'll be working in the morning and then I'll have an evening to myself, and it's very rare to be a chef. And
apologies about what I messaged you about.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
I just said it to myself. I said, when I was just trying to practice, I said, oh yeah, today we'll be doing a collaboration with Alex.
Yeah.
And then I went,
yeah,
the H word, the wrong pronoun. I thought, good God, I've just said the wrong pronoun. He will be doing a collaboration with me tonight.
Yeah.
I thought, good God, that's embarrassing. I even get told off by my own.
So you said it to yourself, but you still felt the need to message me and apologize about it, even though I had no idea that you said it.
I just didn't want you worrying because I thought if I said it during the live, I thought that's going to be embarrassing.
No problem. I mean, it's things like pronouns and like talking about like past tense. People slip up still. Like it's kind of like a habit thing, and it's just always there. Like especially with.
But at least I've apologized, because most people, if they say the wrong pronoun, they wouldn't.
Well, the correct thing to do is just to say it, correct it, move on. You know.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to apologize and make a big thing of it every single time. It is just like, oh, and then carry on.
Are you selling XXI flirt? I was just going to say Fleur East. XX Fleur IX. Are you still in our live or my live with this lovely individual?
The comment they made before, lots of LGBT and ADHD, many stigmatisms against us. Yes, for sure.
They definitely Fleur East. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's good. How have you found my live, Fleur? I know anyone can find it. Oh, another one. This is going off task. My brother was telling me this evening. This used to be a dating website, YouTube. Did you know that?
Oh, did it?
It used to be a dating website. You knew you were a man or you were a woman seeking a man or a woman, and then the age limits. I thought, Jesus, and you used to join and you used to just like them.
That's fact of the day, I guess.
thank you. So make sure you check my channel out a bit more then. If I've been recommended on YouTube, make sure you check my channel. And Alex's, I don't know, I've not checked Alex's channel yet because I don't know if you've only just set it up or have you had it a bit.
No, I've never used StreamYard, and I don't use YouTube as a streaming platform or something that I post anything on. What I always post is like on
TikTok.
Alex Fjorn on TikTok, yeah, or Instagram, chef_Fjorn. Mostly just my personal things.
Very formal, very formal.
Yeah, I'm a chef artist.
Sadly, no. Sadly not, Fleur. Yeah. I'm sorry, sadly not. We do TikTok, we do Instagram, and
trying to do Instagram.
StreamYard. Yeah, we're trying to do Instagram.
It's not a very good platform to go live from.
I prefer mostly YouTube, Fleur, because like it gets a lot better because you get quite a few people. Normally, I only have about one normally, so this is a first for me, but it's probably because we're talking about neurodiverse and all that kind of stuff. So probably people are interested in the
Well, the good thing about StreamYard is that you can keep the recording and you can, put it on whatever afterwards.
So now I've recommended this to you. Do you think you'll try it?
Possibly.
So I mean, have you already done a bit of chefing? Have you always done like chef work?
Yeah, I guess so.
That doesn't really make sense, I know, but
I say with uncertainty because, like, from school, I was interested only in music and art.
Oh, shit. Hiya, can you see me all right?
Yeah.
That was creepy, that. That was real creepy, that. Can you see me?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, no, I've only done like art and music, and cooking was only one of those things I'd just like watch Ready Steady Cook as a kid, or Saturday morning. You remember?
This is a bit of a hard one. I'll start. Am I right starting first and then?
Yeah, go for it. I mean, this is what I was talking about before, about the things that we neurodivergent people need more support. We need more support in schools. And if you're neglected, then people mostly go to homeschool because the teachers don't actually have the knowledge to support neurodivergent kids.
I was all right during primary. Struggled a bit first because the head teacher didn't really understand. Then I went to another school. They understood. Went to special education for 5 and 6, like year 5 and 6. Went to high school till year 10, 11. Then went to this sort of college. They didn't really understand when I came out. Said, why are you talking to this person online and all that kind of stuff. I said it's weird and all that kind of stuff. Didn't really understand about my sexuality.
What about neurodiversity?
As it was a specialist college, they had to understand. But I think because I had a sort of friend there who was absolutely fine, helped me with poems whenever I was feeling down. But then ever since I met Darren, the first time he came to see me, he threatened to punch Darren at the tram stop. Because we think deep down he was with a girl, but deep down we think he was a bit. Because he always used to help me with poems, always. Whenever I was on this computer in the class, he always used to get really close to me, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. and it's like, what the hell, be careful, Jesus, don't get so close. And then, as I said, he threatened to punch Darren at the tram stop the first time Darren mostly came to meet me after college. And then the TA said the first time he came as well, and that day, oh, it will never last. Well, little do you know, love, we've just celebrated 6 years in April, and we're getting married on the 29th of November next year. So if I was you, stick that in your pipe and smoke it, love.
I mean, congratulations.
Thank you. You can start now.
I'm assuming that Flo is talking about neurodivergency, or are you talking about sexuality, or both? School can be hard, especially now for kids. Apparently, 1 in 4 don't go full time. Saying what you kid up. Yeah, for sure. I'm assuming you talk about neurodivergency. Personally, I wasn't so aware. Yeah, okay, both. Personally, I wasn't so aware that I was neurodivergent, and like I was just talking to Ben before about, none of the teachers, had the initiative to think, oh, that kid is always wanting to be alone, always wanting to talk to the adults rather than the kids their own age. Maybe there's something going on there. I was always going against the current, and I felt more comfortable that way. I was so, like, I guess not antisocial, but I'd never wanted to mingle in social groups, large groups. I would do better by myself. Okay. And the thing is about that is I then obviously found my own coping mechanisms, and I would mask. I didn't understand it back then, but it was just something I just got on with. My anxiety was always there, but I never identified it as anxiety. I very much had a parent who was just, yeah, give it a go, and I put all my anxieties behind me. I was able to kind of cope and try things. So I guess, like, in the last couple of years, I was only diagnosed last year, and it only took 6 months for my diagnosis, which is crazy because I know people take years for diagnosis. But I learned a lot in the last 2-3 years about neurodivergency, ADHD. I never applied it to myself until then. But yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Teachers, they need some sort of specialists. They need more knowledge about neurodivergencies because, we do struggle. We do have anxiety. We do mask. We don't have the confidence to go to counseling that they're always promoting in schools. Like, oh, if you've got anything going on happening, with you, with home life, you can come to the counselor. And I never wanted to approach them. I never knew what to talk about. I never knew what to start talking about because everything I was doing masking wise, I thought was just normal. I thought everybody was experiencing the same things I was experiencing. Little did I know they were not typical. And it was never pointed out. Maybe it was because I was so good at masking, but it is what it is. As for sexuality, I never had any negativity from schools as far as that was concerned. More so from college onwards that sexuality was changed, and I started to express myself more. Is there anything specifically, like, experiences that you want to talk about when it comes to sexuality or neurodivergency? With PDA and ADHD. Yes, I have autism and ADHD as well.
Oh God.
I didn't
Hello.
that. My sister's autistic.
Oh, I'm gonna sit back. It's more comfy on here.
Well,
Well, that's a nice background. Seeing the trees.
Yeah, I was also in an environment where autism was so typical that I didn't think I was abnormal. I didn't think that I was autistic or ADHD outside of it. Here's a prime example of someone who is autistic. Bisexuality.
Are you talking about chance?
Not at all. So, sarcasm, yes. I am trans male, non-binary, autistic, ADHD. That's pretty much it, isn't it? He, they. But yeah, everything was so typical in my household that outside life just no one picked up on it, and I didn't think this, I was different.
Are you allowed to ask this question? What pronouns do you use? Are you allowed to ask that?
Yeah, of course you are.
Oh. God, what? Anyone would think I was a model. Look at me.
We were all thinking it.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
So, how is bisexuality for you, Fleur? Is that something that you struggled with in and out of schools, or now? It's only just occurred to me, Ben, that you've double-barreled your name and made it into Baron.
Yeah, that's our YouTube name.
Ben and Darren. Definitely affected me a lot. Obviously, you came out to yourself before anyone else. Oh, yeah.
I'll stay back for a bit. You carry on for a bit, and if you want anything, just put your hand up and say, "Excuse me, sir, can I speak to you?" That's a joke, really.
Yeah. So, yes, you do come out to yourself, and this is also something I mentioned earlier. Was like, see what shit is it? Laughing at Darren's comment.
I know.
It depends on what environment that you grew up in, Flo. I personally had, lucky family, supportive. Yes, mine are too. I grew up in a family where you love who you love. It doesn't matter, as long as you're happy and healthy, then, it is what it is. At first, I think, maybe my family were a bit dismissive of the fact that maybe I was a gay woman for a while. And then it only became clearer when I was literally just crashing on girls at that point. And I only have ever had relationships with women. I've never had a relationship with a guy. And then it just became more normal, and I've never had any commentaries. I've never had any like negativity from my family about it. They've all been very accepting, and it's been very normalized. So yes, it was very easy to come out, so to say. I don't feel like I came out as such because of it, because I already had normalized support. But being trans is a whole nother experience. Whole nother experience. I kind of felt like I had to come out to myself for, because I feel like for a long time I was dismissing a lot of things about myself. I was putting other people's needs before my own. A lot of people's expectations of me. So yeah, it's sorry. It's completely different to coming out sexuality. Yeah, my family, my friends knew before I did. That was for sure. When I did come out as trans, you know, all my friends were like, "Yeah, that's cool." You know, what's your new name? Changed it in the contacts, and my mum was not surprised at all.
Do you know how long we've been live?
An hour.
An hour almost. An hour and 1 minute.
An hour,
31.
1 minute.
An hour and 30. Almost 40. An hour and 40. But I'm not. If you've still got enough time,
It
I'll
says
carry on.
live 1 hour, 1 minute, 20 seconds for me. Oh, it's because I joined, isn't it? In a different time.
Yeah, we can carry on if you want, because I'm not bothered about stopping yet. If you want to carry on.
Yeah, I mean, I'll wait around for Fleur if they want more conversation.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
All right, Fleur. So should we just have a talk for a second? So, have you done anything today, or not really?
Yeah, I have
Were
3
you
other
well
business.
before when I phoned you?
Yes, yeah.
That,
I have 3 other businesses.
good God.
So I went to a business meeting this morning. More like it's like a consultancy for culinary.
I don't know where you outside. Is that to do with cooking?
Yeah, so it's basically like Gordon Ramsay, right? Like, you know,
Yeah,
like kitchen nightmares and stuff. I'll
yeah,
go to a restaurant who are in need of help of like guidance between paperwork, running management, running a kitchen, communication
yeah,
between chefs in front of house.
yeah.
Basically, how the hell do you run a restaurant?
Yeah, how
Because
do you?
yeah, because there will be owners who will just buy a restaurant and think, yeah, this will make money, this will run itself.
This will
No,
work. This will work out.
they have to have experience in hospitality. They have no idea what they're doing. So then that's when we come in and we
You
basically
need
give
your
them all the
TV program.
tools. We give them all the tools and off you pop. You know, if you use the tools, you'll be successful. If you don't, that's all on you.
Do you have the right to shut down the business if it isn't right?
No. So that's EHO, which are the environmental health officers.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
They're the people who come along, inspect the restaurants. So, for the example, the restaurant we were looking at were expecting EHO, and all their paperwork and everything in the restaurant were not up to par. They would fail. So that's why we would come in and we would help them get to where they need to be.
That
To
is
pass.
embarrassing some of the time.
To pass inspection. So yeah, that's fun.
Can it be embarrassing at times?
It's hella embarrassing. You feel embarrassed for them because you're thinking, why the hell would anybody open up a restaurant without having a fucking clue? Like, you'd think you would have the training and everything first and then, you know, run with it rather than just having a dream.
Have you heard of the alternative provision for school?
The
No.
alternative provision for school. I'm not aware. Let me have a little
Alex
look.
is going to do some research now. As soon as Alex finds it and tells us, I'll probably have a rough idea. I might, but might not. And by the way, do I suit these glasses, everyone? Or do I look like Simon Cowell?
Now you mention it. No, you look good. You look good. You're really cool.
You probably knew that from when we started speaking to me. I was a cool person.
No, you've always been cool.
All right, thanks. I didn't, as I said before, I didn't even realise I was friends with you till you like something. I didn't even realise I was friends with you. But all I can think, do you do the not like for like the LGBT follow parties?
Probably.
That's probably how I found you.
Probably.
What did it actually mean then?
A program of alternative provision may be offered to a pupil if they are experiencing problems with their school's mainstream curriculum offer. This may include issues relating to behavior and attendance, or where a pupil is seen to be not to be achieving good academic outcomes.
So not engaged is a better way to put it.
So does that mean that they're offering a different curriculum for those who are struggling?
I need to sit up.
Like, what is the program? Is that what you're saying? Like, do they have programs in place at this point? That's cool.
I do. Woo! What does that say? It says B E N is a K N O B. And don't
It's not
agree
really a
with
school.
that.
Summer to get you back into school. Other sport networks.
It's complex, to be honest.
Yeah. It depends what's right for the individual. I mean, again, it's something I was like talking about before you joined. This was it's very clear that today's schooling curriculum academics are way out of date, and they haven't changed in 300 years, something stupid like that. It's just been the same. And using prime example of neurodivergent people, we can't be taught the same way as everybody else. You know, every individual has their own pace of learning. I mean, that's obviously why they have sets, right? You know, in schools you have high set, low set, foundation, higher papers. But again, they're still generalizing a lot of people and their academic skill. And that's just, I don't think you should run schools that way at all.
I put headphones in instead for that.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't realise the PlayStation ones would. What? Oh, are you saying true to that one? Yeah.
I feel like instead, it just needs to be like more inclusive, right? I feel like the government need to prioritize schools and education more. And no, Rishi Sunak, that does not mean keeping them in for the same system for 3 more years just to get A levels. Because again, not everybody are academically inclined to get A levels and then go to university. Like, that doesn't help everybody. There's a huge population of people who drop out of school, drop out of college, and are the most successful people in the world. And
oh God,
you know, you don't need an A level to reflect that. I feel like schools need to complete.
Oh no, I removed you. Sorry.
Oh, that's rude, isn't it? If you started my face, you could have just said. Yeah, so I really think that it just needs to change completely. More funding into the schools, more support towards the teachers. You know, I don't want the teachers going on strike anymore, honestly. Like, they deserve more. They deserve more pay. They deserve more support. They deserve more security. More security in schools. Therefore, they'll have more teachers, more employees, more programs, more curriculums. Exactly. Exactly. And then that way, us neurodivergent or kids with learning disabilities, learning difficulties, dyspraxia, dyscalculia, dysgraphia, we won't be summed out. We can be taught at our own paces. I'm not saying like one teacher to one student kind of situation, but I feel like the world would definitely run a lot better because not everybody needs to get their life together by 18 years old. We're forced to be in schools for a solid, 16 years of our lives? And then that's it. They let you loose. I never thought that university was an attractive option for me. Okay. You can talk.
I'm trying to help with it.
Okay. Most people change degree or don't use it. You do you, boo.
Oh, shit. Am I actually getting this right? Can I actually call you lad?
Sure.
Or good boy? I know good boy sounds even more weird.
You have to buy me dinner first, mate.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right. Most people change degree or don't use it, expecting a 16 to 18-year-old to pick their job for the rest of their life. Exactly. It is so crazy. And the thing is like, when I was like in college, I chose a subject that I wasn't so sure that I was actually going to be pursuing for the rest of my life. And I like the fact that they had the option of you can do 3 different subjects in 3 different years, and they're free. But only up to like a certain age, isn't it? And then you have to pay for the education after a certain age. Imagine if education was free at any age. Imagine like the potential that everybody would have to work wherever they wanted, whenever they wanted, because they had access to all the education and qualifications to be able to pursue jobs. You know, people wouldn't be as unhappy and stuck in careers that they thought they wanted 30 years ago. And now they have no option but to stay in it because that's what pays. And then you have this set of, I have to be financially secure to stop what I'm doing, to start from the bottom all over again and work to the top. It's crazy. And also, the people that go through university don't always have guarantee of getting that dream job, right? They waste 7 years to get a job that pays exactly the same as everybody else, even without master degrees. Like, it's absolutely insane. Education should be a right, not a privilege. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Same with driving lessons. Some people don't have a grand for the lessons, but can't book the car. Yeah. Totally agree. And that's another thing. Like, I feel like if education was completely free and everyone could go at their own pace, you didn't have to. What am I going to say? Like, you don't have to fit a certain standard to achieve things that you want to pursue, right? That, I don't know if that makes sense. It sounds better in my head, right? For example, a lot of the qualifications that you want to go for and education that you want, like, I don't know, pick IT or something you want to do in graphic design. You are not allowed to do that unless you pass your maths and English, right? But you're a person with dyscalculia, dyspraxia, dysgraphia, all of the above, dyslexia, and you cannot, for the life of you, read numbers, but you can read a computer and you're like, 100% with it on the computer. It's like, it's limiting, isn't it? You can't have the job that you want to do because the system is pushing you into a route that you can't thrive in. You okay? Welcome back.
I'm just gonna change the internet a second.
Okay.
Because my brother's changed it, so I'm just changing it. And I don't know how you connect a Wi-Fi there. Add new network. I'm gonna add my hotspot a minute. You carry on talking.
Sure.
I don't want to.
Yeah, it is frustrating being stopped from doing something I love. My example, which I was gonna go on to, was for me. I've not always done chefing. When I was in school, I really thrived in art, and oh god, art stuffy behind me. I really like art, and I really like music, and that's what I stimulated with. I always stimmed with music, and I could just get on with art and do my own thing. But when it came to like the pressure of school saying you need to get 5 C+ grades GCSEs for us to get a good Ofsted report. They don't actually care about you. They just want their bonus at the end of the year. And a good report. If you like don't get that, at least you need to kind of choose where you want to go after school. Where do you want to go to college? Do you want to go to university? Do you want to go into apprenticeships? You have to choose everything. Yes.
I've put hotspot on my own hotspot on the computer, so it might work because it's saying currently at the minute there's no network. It says put it via Bluetooth. Just give us a minute.
You'll find on my end.
Add device.
I couldn't decide between music and art if I wanted to do them in college because I know that moving forward with that, it's not where I want to go with it. I didn't want to learn the ins and outs of music because
out, you shake it all about. You do the okey dokey.
Exactly, you do the okey dokey, and then you've got all the information up here that you don't or never wanted to learn about.
You turn around and you're bloody autistic.
So in school, I was learning guitar. And
in school, Alex was autistic.
Yeah. And then during the end of school, I learned to play drums, and I was a drummer in a band, and we have music on Spotify. We made an album. We went on tour. It was probably the best couple of years of my life, really. When it came to music.
They went on tour.
Are you doing ASMR or something?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, so at the moment I play and I sing and I'm on TikTok, and that's my music platform, really. Yeah, and I'm self-taught on piano.
I just turned the internet off. What's the matter?
I've got my art corner there, and then over there I've got my music stuff. So,
guitar. Oh, that's tidy.
Piano.
That's very tidy. And a chair over there. That chair over there, is that for when
That's my
getting on a bit.
You have a little tour now. Yeah, so music stuff.
So are you on your lap? You are on your laptop, aren't you? And holding it, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm on my laptop. And then there's a drum kit.
What's that picture on the wall?
Oh, it's my favorite one. Do you want to see it? There's a butt.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Many butts. Yeah, so I'm
not being rude, but is this your own place?
Yeah, I live alone. It's my own place.
Lovely, I like.
Thank you. I like it very much too. It's just really expensive.
The view's nice.
Yeah, all of that's mine. Out the patio. I want to get a barbecue actually. And
I'm sorry if you lost me a minute ago. I literally just turned the internet off by accident. Hello, Darren. ZDR. Hello, Alex. Oh, good God, we're doing well tonight. This is what I mean. I'm not stopping it. I'm not stopping it on God's earth. I am not stopping this live. I'm enjoying it too much, and I'm not even one bit tired. Excuse me again. Sorry, that wasn't me.
Too bloody confusing. Yeah, I agree. I couldn't be bothered with grading music at all. I was just like, hey, how do you play a chord? And then I just went from there. I can't read music for shit. I go on to
I don't know if... Oh shit, I've just done it again. Sorry. I know you said don't apologise, but I've just had to remind myself again I'm doing it again. Sorry.
I don't know. You didn't say anything out loud. I think you're saying it in your head.
No, I said
you don't need to say it.
Nothing. What's the subject? Neurodiversity. ZDR.
Anything at the moment, to be honest.
Yeah, anything at the moment.
It's gone into neurodivergency, sexuality,
me burping,
schools, then burping, now music,
and whatever you.
I memorize. It's hard to speak at the same time. Yeah, like I feel like I learn music best when it's like muscle memory. For context, I went into the fact that we were talking about schools and the difficulty of them and neurodivergency support when it comes to it, and the pressure of choosing at a young age of what you want to go into, especially with the autistic or ADHD brain of mine. I didn't know what I wanted to do then. I wanted to do everything. My everything is art, music. Cooking was one of them. I settled for
cooking.
Because I was like, hey, I don't know what I want to do in college, so I'm just gonna cook because at least then I can fend for myself.
Alex didn't know what to do in college. Oh no, Alex did not know what to do in college. We both are.
I'm autistic ADHD.
I'm anything but the kitchen sink. And
that's what I'm going to refer to you as when I make the thumbnail now.
You can.
Alex Fjorn and anything but the kitchen sink.
Ben, anything but the open bracket. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, definitely without a doubt. Yeah.
So yeah, anyone in the chat, if you want to talk about sexuality or neurodivergency, then post your comments.
Who can burp the loudest, anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, just give me a fizzy drink.
Just give you a fizzy drink.
Yeah, I get really gassy. I can't. This is still.
Look
but yeah, Flo, moving back onto that, I find it easier just listening to music. And then he's stimming so much right now. I find it easier to just copy. I can't finish when you say that.
Carry on, yeah.
I find it easier to. I find it easier to finish a sentence when I'm not distracted.
It is, yeah.
Play it from ear. I can't read music, so muscle memory is good.
They can't read music. They can't read music. They can't read music.
Can you read music?
No, not that much. I can read the
What
title.
do you do?
What do I do? What do you mean?
Yeah. Like, what hobbies do you have? You know, I do all this. What do you do?
I used to do letter writing and that to different royal families and that, and got reply, family tree, but I've stopped that recently because it makes me think about, I don't like knowing about the deceased, about where to put it. I don't like knowing about dead family members. Even though you've probably heard of it, I've got a game called Tomodachi Life where you can make Nintendo Mii's.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got most of the family on there that are, some of them are alive, some of them
That's
are
a very
snuffed it.
unique hobby.
Hang on, I'll show you. It's not a big deal.
It sounds like my commitment to The Sims, you know?
Oh, I did. I've got The Sims on the phone, but apparently the computer version's better.
Well, has it too? Oh, yeah. I was major at Sims. Major. I would hyperfixate so much. I would be so convinced that I can just make the entire, like, Hogwarts castle in Sims 3.
That's me.
Mm.
And I'm with one of the carrots out of Miss Marple. Oh, have you? No. Oh, that's Tomodachi. Oh, you've spelled it wrong. I meant Tomodachi, not Dachi.
Lush. Are you Welsh?
There's Darwin. I'm trying to look for a character who hasn't got any friends, and if they haven't got any friends, I'm editing them and I'm making you.
Me?
If you don't mind.
Just make me a pirate.
I've even got Frankie Howard on it.
South African but live in England. My whole family's Jamaican. And I'm a bit Dutch. I'm a fruit salad, really.
Do you want Lisa Marie Presley's Me, anyone?
Oh. You want a treadmill?
Yeah, Lisa Marie Presley's on a treadmill, yeah. Johnny Cash has gone to his wife's apartment. Tell me if you think this looks like him.
It is a good way to put it. I can barely see the bottom.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, nice.
I haven't made them. Most of them have. Why are we talking about fruit salad? Where's fruit salad come into it?
I described my heritage as a fruit salad. We're not talking about the color background.
Oh, okay. Sorry then. Yeah. Oh, what am I known as well? My mum's side is from Papua New Guinea, and my dad's side is from Northern Sweden. Sami people. What are Sami people? That rings a bell. Samanian? I don't know. Why would I know? Is that even a language? No.
Yeah. I've always described it as a fruit salad.
Hi. A cat. Meow. Wow. Wow.
I have gotten by with having no responsibility for people's pets, but loving them. I've never owned a pet of my own.
Let's all copy Alex.
One of the most obvious autistic traits ever is copying people's mannerisms and behaviors, so then you can feel more comfortable.
Yeah. And laughing uncontrollably is a sign of autism as well.
Oh, I love cats. I love cats so much.
That's
I
true.
grew up with cats, and it's actually have you seen that documentary where they talk about the fact that cats are autistic?
Autistic, yeah. Yeah, they're autistic, yeah. Never knew cats were autistic, no. Never knew that, no.
Well, there's a documentary that they have.
Yeah, very good documentary, yeah.
Tendencies,
yeah.
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 Do you know why?
Do you know why?
Do you know why?
No.
You should watch the documentary.
You should watch the documentary. It's like we're in a drama class here.
What Simon says.
Simon says there's a cat, about 100 cats at your door.
I fucking wish.
I've even got Paul O'Grady on it. That's what makes it worse.
I've been to a cat cafe for my birthday. That was good. Couple of years ago.
There used to be one in Manchester.
Is that where you are?
Yeah. Thought I told you, but I probably haven't. I just feel like telling people now I'm in the northwest, but I don't actually. Oh, hang on! I thought I had a drink, but I have. I've got Coke.
It's not very northwest, though, is it?
I don't really know. Mum just said tell people you're in the northwest.
I used to have fish growing up. That was terrible.
You used to have what?
I used to have fish growing up as pets.
You probably overfed them, knowing you.
They all died in 2 weeks.
Well, whose fault's that?
The fish keeper for not telling us of how to take care of them properly.
Don't accuse the shopkeeper, the fish person for it. You're to blame. You fed them.
Well, there was they were tropical fish. They weren't just like goldfish, right?
They were gay fish, were they? I never knew that.
Yeah, gay fish, rainbows and everything.
I've always wondered what gay fishes are like. I've always wondered. That's made you chuckle a bit, hasn't it?
Because I could go along with this and I can play. Or I can just chuckle to myself. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there.
No, if I was you, save it for PM maybe.
But yeah, fish are very hard
to take care of. Some of my Coke? It's a bit late, I've already drunk it, so you miss your chance. You've blown it big time. Oh shit, I've just dropped some on my phone. Shit. 1 minute. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, God alive, man. Oh.
What can you play instrument-wise?
Me?
None.
I used to have a Capsio piano when I was a teenager, but the keys completely went, and so we just got rid of it.
That's a shame.
But I only used to play either play the proper tunes they had on there, like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Happy Birthday. Got on the other ones, Yankee Doodle or whatever it was.
Yankee Doodle.
Yankee Doodle. You know the cowboy song, Yankee Doodle?
I can't say it comes to mind.
one of the American patriotic songs. I can sing all right, but I'm not all that good. But yeah, only the Happy Birthday Yankee Doodle Day or whatever it was. And 1 minute. That's your answer.
Not bad. Not bad.
But I'm not as bad as a person from Britain's Got Talent who was stupid and decided to burp and they put her through. That was just stupid. Pure stupidity.
It's like a flashback of American Idol.
I've got a good idea. Me, Darren, you, all go on Britain's Got Talent and do a burping contest. See if Simon lets us through.
I would be there for the wrong reasons.
Or me, you, Darren. No, I mean me, Darren, you, all singing. Simon will definitely let us go through. And I couldn't care less if he doesn't let us through. I'll get hold of his tie and... No, not his tie, his top, and hold him and say, vote for us. Please vote for us.
You could probably be a good impressionist of him, though, if you wear those glasses.
Vote for me. Vote for Anton Dark. Vote for Anton Dark.
My cousin went on X Factor in 2012.
Any name? Does the name ring a bell?
Robbie Hance. He played the guitar. He was like one of the homeless guys.
Rings
and he
a
fucked
bell.
it. He messed it up for himself. He didn't practice for boot camp song. Even though he had the voice, it was really good. And he definitely had potential. He wouldn't have won it, though, because it was the year of James Arthur and Lucy Spraggan. So James Arthur definitely would have still won.
Yeah, about James Arthur, but that's Lucy Spraggan you hear nothing about now.
Are you kidding me? She's doing a lot.
Oh, is she? If I'm not mistaken, isn't she a lesbian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was.
Pig.
What have I done? I never even spoke.
You burped.
That wasn't me, that was you, wasn't it?
Sure.
Darren, it was Alex, it wasn't me. I never burp. I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy, I'm a very good boy. I never misbehave. Talking about the glasses. That just looks stupid. I look like a typical gamer. Where is Fleur gone? Is Fleur still in the chat?
I'm not sure. But do you have any questions or topics?
Why are you a pain?
Why am I a pain? Or why am I in pain?
Why are you a pain, lol? Not really, no. Have you?
No. Nothing comes to mind.
You just think I'm crazy, don't you?
You got me. I will say farewell pretty soon because my battery is going to die.
That's okay.
Now I feel like playing the piano, and I gotta have something for food.
Okay.
Bit of self-care.
Oh, that's nice. That's lovely.
Oh. Yeah, it's my birthday in a week's time, so that's good.
What day? Because I'll PM you a happy birthday or do you a video.
The 13th of June. Thursday.
13th of June. Now
and yeah, I had Friday the 13th. Just cuddling their son.
I'm sorry it's been a crazy life tonight, but it's been quite enjoyable. Quite enjoyable. Listen to me. It's been amazing.
If anyone wants to follow me, my TikTok is Alex.Fjorn.
Don't.
Alex.Fjorn on TikTok. Or on Instagram is chef_Fjorn.
Don't.
And if you want to follow Darren, well, he's on TikTok as well. Sorry, who's Ben? If you want to follow Ben, Baron, they're on Instagram and TikTok as well.
You'll be able to find our usernames in our latest video on YouTube, guys. This lovely individual made the thumbnail for me.
That was pretty good.
So I wasn't sure about the first one. It was alright, but I just wasn't really that sure. Don't get me wrong, you do better than I can do. Mine are rubbish about way about it.
It's a
look, Alex is even agreeing. So, all right. Hopefully, we'll see you again then. Alex, it would be nice. Not Alex. This is Alex. King Charles will hopefully see you soon, mate. Hope Camilla's well. Hope she's well. Yeah, it's okay. Send my love to Camilla and the William and Kate and that. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay, thanks. Yeah, we'll see you soon. As you probably can tell, my medication's worn out now, as you probably can tell.
Thank you for hosting.
That's okay.
Let me know. Have a good evening.
Will do.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for that, guys. Bye.